Welcome to Guraya. Today we will discuss why modern judiciary considered judges as God or equal to God. This is rooted in Enlightenment philosophy uh, when Descartes started the practice of logic and Cartesian revolution happened, and logic is upheld over experience. So then, what is the simple thing to understand in the present context is that modern judiciary will uphold a priori logic over empirical logic. First thing. Second, what is innate will be defined by a priori logic, not by a posteriori logic, which is empirical logic. Third is what has occurred have a limitation in the definition of innate which has not occurred. So somebody who will practice this is actually considered equal to the God. And this basic premises has been violated by all the Supreme Courts globally. For simple reason or many reasons, for practical reason, I will not speak on that how Supreme Courts globally, I'm not talking about India, violated the foundational principle of modern judiciary when they superimposed empirical logic and a posteriori logic imposed on a priori logic and defined innate which has not occurred. So Supreme Courts globally loses their legitimacy as equal to the God, or they should be having that sort of legitimacy, is actually a fundamental question which they have to answer to the society, and that society trusts them like anything else. So the legitimacy of the courts, which is more than the legitimacy of parliament, for very simple this reason. Courts globally are not superior in any sense against the parliament bill. Parliament represents the will of the majority of the people based on empirical reality or empirical logic, whereas judges are supposed to uphold the principle of a priori and innate and not having any ontological connection of a priori logic with a posteriori logic or innate in the occurred. This is the basic principle of judiciary to be upheld by all the Supreme Courts globally. Otherwise, there is no logic to, in any sense, to have a judicial higher authority over the will of the parliament. This is the only simple reason when judges become superior to the will of the parliament. Otherwise, parliament is the best representative of the interest of the society. They represent the voice of the majority. But how judges and judiciary become superior? Why? Because parliament can represent only a posteriori logic and occurred reality. And this is the very simple reason. A priori logic and innate, when judges defines, that is the considered higher logic, higher level of consciousness, and higher level of truth. And that is equal to the God. I will stop here. If anybody who wants to have a philosophical interaction, we can meet and have online discussion. Thank you very much. Welcome to Guraya. Subscribe the channel. We will have more intense discussion on some philosophical questions. Thank you very much.